What's going on, everybody? It is Freedo and Eddie here for Your Overwatch, and we're standing right outside the Blizzard Arena. We just had a long day of Overwatch League, taking it all in. The fans screaming, the huge plays. I think Pine destroying on McCree is probably the most sensational thing I've ever seen in esports.
To the far again, and we're going to see how long he wants to live this life, because he's going to have to try to deal with Pine. You can do it. Well, not that time he can't, as he gets disconnected from his Mercy. Finds himself in Pine's crosshairs right there. And they continue to get... He's so aggro on this McCree. He rolls in, somersaults in. That's another 3-kill life for Pine.
Okay, so in the span of 25 seconds, he gets the dead-eye! I can't even finish my sentence before he kills someone else.
And I want to thank Blizzard for sending us out here. They put us up in a sick hotel, paid for our way, our lodging, our airfare. Really nice of them. I probably would have came anyway because I loved Overwatch League so much. Don't tell them that, of course.
Yeah.
But special thanks to them.
Okay, so first things first, our recap of the day from a fan's perspective. Sick arena, sick show. The atmosphere in it was really amazing. When you get to see the stage in first person, it is absolutely amazing. All the animations for the different heroes when they die or when they get res, that's all live on stage. The graphics, the production. All of you watching it at home, it's very slick when you watch it at home, but it's even better in person, I find. And one thing that I really appreciated was how good the atmosphere was inside the arena, actually.
Definitely. I would say it feels like going to a large movie theater, but with a lot of high-tech gadgetry all around, because you walk in, you see all the Blizzard stuff, the statues, the merch, the team logos. You walk past some really high-def TVs, the kind that I wish I had in my own home, to be honest, and then walk into this larger theater. It's not too large to be like massive, but it's big in terms of like a movie theater size, I'd say. And you're presented with this giant screen, which I'm sure all of you have either seen whenever they do zoom outs of it, but it plays the map preview. It looks beautiful, and it's set up really nice. Like, it's cozy in there and comfortable.
Yeah, it is. It's really set up for the spectator in there. Obviously, you can see the casters, you can see the players. They're not in isolated booths, so whenever the crowd kicks off, like Pine's super hot McCree streak, which I think is the highlight of today, the fans were going crazy, the crowd was going absolutely nuts, and you could tell that they were feeding off it. In fact, Pine, when he was subbed out, motioned to the crowd and everyone cheered him, and it was an awesome experience in person. It really was. I'm really happy that I was there to see that, because as you were saying, that's one of the best McCree streaks that we've seen in a long time. Like, to actually see that in the flesh is something else.
Yeah, and it's that LAN difference of being able to perform in that environment with all the fans screaming and the pressure's on. And we saw some players fall short of that in the preseason, in the regular season so far, and other players rise to the occasion and seem to thrive on the energy. So that's really cool. Do we have any criticisms or anything to look out for? I would say probably it took me a minute to get used to how loud it is in there, and I don't know if probably the sound balancing might need a little bit of work on how they do it, because the spectator experience has been changed dramatically for esports, but the sound when you're in first person still sounds like you're wearing headphones, and that bass is hitting you, boy. Like, it feels like a concert, right? It's kind of loud in there, but it also adds to the energy at the same time. So maybe I'm just old and
That's true.
I want to be in the safety of my own home, in my own headphones, so I don't have to play it too loud, but it's hype.
Yeah, it was definitely something that you get used to the longer you're in there. So like, if you're in there for a whole series, your ears kind of get adjusted to it and it becomes part of the atmosphere. But when you first walk in, much like a really loud rock concert of a band that you want to see, right? You desperately want to see them live. But when it first hits you, that wall of sound, it's impactful. You do get used to it. But yeah, I did enjoy it overall, but I think, a little bit less bass maybe in such a small room, so loud.
Quiet down,
listen to us, we're so old. We're so old. Oh my God,
that's so sad. Up there.
Yeah, turn your music down.
But yeah, we really enjoyed it. I would say going to it as like an event for people like us who maybe are into internet culture and gaming, there really isn't this type of thing that you can just go out to, Like, there's the movies and they're all mainstream, schlock that if you're into that, cool, but it's not really a gamer thing, right? This is like a thing for gamers that's going to hopefully exist across the globe, right? I would like something like this close to me, because it's something that I would actually go to. I don't really want to go to the movies, right? But if you go to a theater to watch some competitive Overwatch, I mean, that sounds like an awesome time.
Yeah, it is an awesome time, and they've got concessions, they've got snacks, they've got everything. It is quite like watching it's like a top tier movie experience, I mean, watching this, for me, the best thing about it was watching those plays happen right in front of you. And there is a huge difference between like watching a Twitch stream of it and being there in person. I know I keep stressing that, but it was the thing that stuck out to me the most. I was like, oh, Pine's just over there, and he's just waving at the crowd after he after he just kills everyone, and the casters are going crazy. Semler also, I have to say, did a great job at that particular moment. That was awesome. The whole esports presentation of it is really top tier. I mean, you guys can see that, you've watched it on stream, but being there in person is kind of even more impressive. It's a very well-oiled machine. They were getting out from match to match. You know, it didn't seem to take too long to get teams to swap in and out.
Which isn't always the case in esports. We've watched a lot of esports tournaments. That's not always crisp, but Blizzard demands excellence, I guess, and they've got it, I think. They've really got it. And, you know, we're talking about the LAN experience for the players and seeing them. It works conversely, too, because we've also seen teams that maybe don't have the LAN experience yet, or they're newly found teams, and that pressure starts to mount and crumble. Like, they look good early. A lot of teams win the first map. You see that? Yeah. And then all of a sudden, they just, like, start to fall off as time goes on.
The Korean sandbag. Oh, you can have a map, and then, okay, fine, and then we win.
So, some intense Overwatch, guys. We did get to record some PR interviews, asked a lot of really nerdy questions, and to hopefully try to pick the brains of these pros. So I think we'll probably be splicing that into other videos and stuff coming down the line. So, of course, in the breakdown videos, as soon as I can get myself behind an editing desk, I'm going to start picking apart these games because there's some intense Overwatch to behold.
So yeah, I can't wait to see those analysis videos either. We've had a great time. We hope you guys enjoy the video. Remember to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, we'll be back with more videos of our thoughts from the Blizzard Arena. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.